Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading for October 2021. This will be for Pisces Sun, Moon, or Rising, as always. You can have planets in the sign of Pisces. You could certainly be in love with a Pisces, or Pisces in love with you, or you're intuitively guided to the reading, and your intuition kind of nudged you towards it. So, whatever brought you, I welcome you. And I thank you. Thank you for your thumbs up if you like the video, and your subscribes if you think you'd like to hear more. So anyways, let's get into the reading. I have a friend who's a Pisces who is going through a little bit of a health scare, so I thought what I would do is also bring out Archangel Raphael, who really oversees our health, among other things. So we're going to use an oracle card from Archangel Raphael, and then we'll use the Mother Mary deck, and then we'll bring Tarot in. So let's go ahead, give it a couple shuffles, even though everything's pre-shuffled. I'd like to shuffle with you here. Remember, time is fluid. It may fit you in October, but something may call you back to it. Just trust in that. Let's go ahead and give this a cut. I also want to say I've been getting a lot of comments from spammers, what's up, or WhatsApp, whatever it is. I don't use that, so if you see that, that is not me. I've reported them, but there's just so many, and they're coming from every different direction. So I just want to let you know that. I hope YouTube takes care of that. Anyway, let's take a moment. Get that out of my mind. Just take a couple deep breaths. And let's begin. That didn't take long at all. We have changed physicians. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for leading me to the best healer for this situation. Amen. Change physicians. Jesus, the divine healer. How beautiful. Jesus, the divine healer. Dear Jesus, thank you for your divine healing power and presence. So, when something's going on with me, I know that many of you relate, because we are like-minded soul family members. Okay, let's bring in Mother Mary. We'll read these at the end, and you'll see how profound it is at the end of the reading. I do have someone cutting their grass. I may put you on pause. We'll see. Oh, way too many. That was my fault. Compassion. I see and feel others' points of view with forgiveness and kindness. Compassion. Okay. Put these here, and let's use the Tarot of Dreams. Again, we'll give a couple shuffles. Okay. Again, I feel like it's totally my fault that this is happening, but we'll look at it. We have the Palace of Cups, which is your natural house, with the Ace of Swords. And then we have the Devil. The Devil's in reverse. Capricorn. Some of you may be hearing from Capricorn. All right. 5 of Pentacles. 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 5 We have the Knight of Wands. This night is a very fast-moving night. Can move, can feel chaotic how fast it is. Wands is about action, passion, desire. And then we have the Strength card. Major Arcana for Leo. This is about an inner strength. This is finding your inner strength. This is defeating the beast within you, calming it, where the beast within you, which can mean anything, but it's no longer taking the reins in your life. I feel like for some of you, there's like a swift healing in something. Maybe Mother Mary's words, I see and feel others' points of view with forgiveness and kindness. That can release a lot of energy within you that doesn't need to be there. Okay. We have the Page of Swords. To me, a page is really about the atmosphere, what's in the atmosphere. He looks like a newsboy, like an old-fashioned newsboy. A page is really learning how to use their sword, their tool. This is the sword. This is their communication. This is their honesty, their truth, that type of thing. This can certainly represent a child, but it can also represent someone of an earlier time. In career, if this has, if this turns out to have to do with career, it's a great energy to have, because I feel like this is when I'm learning to bring my voice out. I'm learning the importance of who I am, my uniqueness, right? This is your truth. Okay, they're all in reverse, so we're going to switch them. I have the Four of Cups. I have the Eight of Wands. Look at this very fast-moving energy under this Knight. And then we have the Nine of Cups under the Strength card next to the Eight of Wands. Nine of Cups, quite beautiful under the Strength card, because this shows me an accomplishment, right? Something that I've accomplished within myself. And I feel like for some of you, this can talk about like chaotic energy that's around you that then affects you, but you learning how to negate that. This is bringing you to a place of happiness, a place of joy, a place of inner joy. And under the Strength card, how beautiful, because that is all, we could call that inner work to get us to this point. I feel like something is changing very quickly. Something is changing very quickly, and there's nothing to fear, because with the Nine of Cups, it's good. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Three of Cups. We have the High Priestess. I just noticed we go from a 4, 3, 2, but not in a bad way, kind of in a good way. I feel like something's coming your way that you're going to be able to celebrate. The High Priestess tells me that chances are you already feel this. You may not know it like as fact, but I feel like this is something you're feeling. Eight of Wands can be what I think about, I bring about. Let that go by. Bring this down a little bit more. I like how they just kind of floated out. We have the Queen of Wands. This can be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is the Queen of Action, though. So remember, in these readings, you can be all these people, you know, unless we know there's someone else. So the Queen of Wands, she's someone who moves according to her desires, her passions. She doesn't think about it very long. She, again, the Queen of Action. She is also very intuitive, and she's sitting right next to the High Priestess. You know, this is like neighboring energy for you. Look at this. We have Judgment. This is about a call to attention. This is your spiritual team. Your whole spiritual team. Your spirit guides, your angels, your archangels, all those assigned to you. Mother Mary, Jesus. This is about a rebirth. Something that allows you to have this rebirth. Again, it's in the present moment. It's not in the past. Now, it doesn't mean someone from the past or something from the past can't come back. But if it does come back, I feel like it's got to come back with a requirement to be able to fit your spiritual team's desire for you. Well, hello, Palace of Coins. I love that. I mean, that's the house of abundance. That's the house of knowledge, house of roots. Boy, does it feel good. Right above it is the energy of being able to celebrate it. Something's going on. You know, I feel like there's been a period of stagnation, let's say. Well, maybe some of you are really trying to find your voice. It could be within your own home. Perhaps some of you, you're doing something out of your home, and it seems to be, you know, if you're coming for confirmation, I feel like it's giving it to you because it feels very abundant, and your guides attached directly to it. This feels like something new, though it could be something I've been working on, but like all of a sudden I get new epiphanies, new ideas. The High Priestess right next to the Queen of Action, that would make sense. Again, not in the past, it's in the present. The Palace of Coins is where we will find ourselves, you know, the atmosphere in which we will find ourselves. So the House of Abundance. We have the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So this is telling me that some of you, you know, you had to stop. You had to look around. You had to make decisions. You had to use that sword. You had to see who's for you, who's against you. I feel like, you know, I'm no longer going to give my energy to those who are against me or just cannot see my point of view. This is you moving on from that. But first there has to be that realization of, right? There's things, people that feel toxic to me that can stunt perhaps my abundance. And listen, I don't feel this is a bad thing at all because we have the Nine of Cups. So ultimately where you end up after this action is in a very happy, centered, joyful type place. So I don't mind seeing that at all. I mean, come on, how many times is somebody going to cut the same piece of grass? It's funny how I get irritated when people cut their grass, but it just seems like every time I go to do a reading, someone decides to cut their grass. Alright, I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot over your reading, over the Tarot of Dreams. And let's go deeper. Let's see what this Knight is doing, what the rush is. Is it a good thing? I feel like it's a good thing. You know, I feel like for some of you, the Six of Swords is saying, because this knight is looking back at, again, Archangel Raphael and Mother Mary, um, I feel like this knight was seeking this help. This could be like prayers being answered. I feel like for a second, it's like Mother Mary saying you got to slow down for a minute. Slow down just for a minute, perhaps so that you can, what's the word? So you can see the change that's needed. We have the King of Cups coming over the night. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This king, when he's in the upright, comes into a relationship. This is someone who loves being in love. This is someone who sees the value in a relationship, a partnership. You know, when they're in reverse, it can be bad, but he's not in reverse. Okay, we're going to take that the way it came. We have the Seven of Cups. You know, I don't know why, but like when I see this energy together, I feel like some of this is the overcoming of, you know, maybe I was overindulging in something because, you know, the beast inside needs tamed, and it feels like because of the beast within, again, don't take that as an insult, then making choices can seem next to impossible. The energy of every time I make a decision, it looks right but turns out wrong. So that's what the Strength card is saying. You need this energy. You need this. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. It'll come out. We have the Six of Wands. Well, that's the energy of victory. So I feel like, okay, you do make a decision, and perhaps you make the right decision. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands again coming over this heavy wand area. And then we have the World. The World's coming over the Nine of Cups. You know, I feel a couple different things here. First of all, the card Victory, the energy of victory, let's say, is looking right at the Six of Cups. Two sixes, by the way, side by side. The Six of Cups is about a time in my life where when I think of it, I have, you know, it can put a smile on my face. It makes it, you know, it's happy, loving type memories. Some of you could be, I'm so sorry, could be in a situation where you needed to change it, whether it be a romantic partner or whether it just be an area in your life or whether it be your whole life. Because the World, to me, is a pretty major pinnacle in our life. It's a pinnacle where my spirituality is a big part of the next chapter. Now, I feel like I had to learn it. I had to go through the dark night of the soul. I had to drop to my knees, all of that. But it's what you do in that energy. You know, we can get lost in it. And sometimes we get lost in it for a little while. With the Four Cups here, that could certainly say that. You know, I got lost in this energy for a while, but no longer. You know, no longer. Because the World wouldn't show if you weren't ready. This is like a promise of really happier days. You know, and I think of 9, I think of independence. That doesn't mean I can't be with someone. It just means that I'm independent within myself. Again, the World is almost giving you congratulations for taming this beast within you. Now, I know there's outside influences, you know, and sometimes we can't change that, but we can change ourselves, or we can leave that period. Some of you, this could certainly be talking about someone of the past and you heading towards that. You know, Six of Wands is on his horse and he's in movement. Very persuasive energy in the Six of Wands. Coming over that Page of Swords even adds more in that. It's almost like, I feel like some of you are on this mission and you're going to complete this mission. Come hell or high water, you're going to complete this mission. I feel like, you know, it's like I've had enough of what I've had. And now I want to move into, especially with this Queen of Wands keep showing up, I want to move into my, you know, it's like my authentic life. I want to use my authentic voice. I want to be appreciated for my uniqueness, all of that, who I am. I don't know that you've had that so much. Now, you could have for a while, but, you know. Anyways, so it looks like, you know, if nothing else, going back to a period where the memories were cherished. I'm saying you're going back. I don't necessarily mean like I'm going backwards, but there may be someone on your mind, and you know, maybe you were with someone now who, or you know, not too long ago who for some reason, you know, like we give up our power. Sometimes it's just easier, right? Sometimes it's just easier because I know that the energy was toxic to you. Again, it doesn't mean that people are toxic, but their energy doesn't mesh with your energy. And therefore, when I stay in it, because remember, 5 asked for a change. You gave that change, and that's why we moved to the 6. The 6 talks about, you know, I'm moving through choppy waters, but the promise is calmer waters are ahead, and it's showing us that. It's showing us that with the 9 of Cups and the World. We have the Emperor. Beautiful energy for anyone who's thinking of their own business. You know, this is the leader. This is the business owner. This is the boss. Some of you, and I feel like there's a lot of you who come here, you know, you work out of your home, and I feel very successfully, or I know that you're going to be successful because I have the Palace of Coins here, and that is your house of abundance. So we have the Emperor, card of Aries. I don't know if I said that, but also the energy of victory above that, and below it is Judgment. Your ancestors. All right, we have the 2 of Swords. Yeah, 2 of Swords is coming over that 4 of Cups. 4 Cups, I can kind of get lost in that energy. That's the energy of daydreaming. It's interesting because you may be daydreaming about someone of your past, or even a location you used to live in, a time period, you know, and maybe recreating it in some way. 2 Swords says don't get in your head over this, right? Don't be in your head. Queen of Wands keeps coming out, like, go after your life, go after your dreams. You know, even if they don't all turn out, it's still putting you on a path where maybe what you want and what you get are completely different, but what you get may be even better than you can expect, better than you expected. Okay, well, hello, Fool. So the Fool's coming over the High Priestess. Okay, I have no doubt now that this is about starting anew. I have no doubt, you know, like the High Priestess, your intuition is feeding the Fool. And again, it makes sense why the Queen of Wands would keep coming out over and over again. Certainly could be Aries, but we have the 9 of Swords. We have the 5 of Cups. I feel like some of you, you know, first of all, I feel like this had to happen first, right? The realization of what is toxic in my life and what is not fitting me, what is not serving me, what is not allowing me to expand, what, what am I giving away? Is my voice strong, my inner voice, my inner self? What did I have to overcome? By overcoming that, it seems to open up the next portal for you. And maybe the portal wouldn't have opened until the ability to overcome. Maybe it's forgiveness. Maybe how to find the energy of forgiveness. Again, it doesn't mean you pick up the phone and be like, I forgive you. I mean, if you can, great. But it's within yourself. It just means you're no longer willing to carry that energy with you, because the only one in prisons is you. So we have the Five of Cups here, and it's tying to that Six of Cups there, but it's also over judgment. So I don't have any fear in this energy. We have the Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups together. So the Nine of Swords is about unnecessary worry, excess worry. Why? Because I feel like it'll go wrong. I feel like, why? Well, because that's what's happened in the past. But you're not in the past. You're not recreating the past. You're starting from anew as the Fool. So there is no need for the worry. I feel like, I really feel like your spiritual team has your back here. Also, I want to say, with the Five of Cups coming over judgment, if this is someone like, let's just say back in the day where you did have a love for them or wondered what would have happened, I feel like this may be an opportunity of that coming about. You want to know what will happen? What had happened, right? But what happens first? The Nine of Cups. The Strength card. So I'm working on me, and by working on me, it's opening doors that maybe I never even expected. The Five of Cups, again, change, right? Change in the present moment. But this talks about two cups that have yet to be discovered, right? These cups in the Five of Cups have been spilled over, knocked over, and they're focusing on that. They're focusing on what they have lost. But they're not realizing that what is yet to be discovered is two new cups. A lot of worry going over that. I want to say, because again, the Nine of Swords says you do not need to worry the way you're worrying, and it also gives you a hint of why this worry is, and that is because of past heartache, right? I've been stabbed in the heart before. It reminds me of the Four of Swords, but in that Four of Swords, the healing process is taking place, but also the healing for yourself, the mind type energy. Okay. Well, hello, lovers. The Lovers is coming over the Palace of Pentacles. Card of Gemini. This can be a head over heart decision. Some of you are wondering whether to go after someone, or they're wondering whether to come after you. And I mean, when I say after, I mean introduce themselves, some reintroduce themselves. This is quite a connection within the Lovers. It can be a head over heart decision with the Two of Swords above that. Can I have it all? Well, I have the Lovers and I have the Palace of Coins. What else do I have? I have the Three of Pentacles. This is a beautiful time for creating when you see the Three of Pentacles. This is about what you bring to the table. And I've been feeling this a lot for October. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to meet other people, even if they've already known them, get reintroduced through something that you're doing. Some type of creative project that you're doing. This is also the energy of others admiring what you're doing. They're seeing your uniqueness and celebrating it at the same time. That's also coming over the High Priestess with the Fool. Well, hello, Ace of Cups. So will I ever have love? Will it ever be unconditional type love? can it be that way? You know, that Nine of Swords is kind of putting a damper on the Ace, but the Ace is still here. Under the Ace is that Queen of Wands. You know, I feel like sometimes we got to take chances. Sometimes we got to take risk. Sometimes we've got to be willing to get hurt, you know. But I feel like as we evolve, we see that breaking point, like we see it, and we can eliminate it. We can avoid it. Once we start to really understand energy. So here is this Ace of Cups. I don't know. And then you have Judgment. Over Judgment. Wow. It's a rebirth. Some of you may have a couple, like parents, grandparents, who have crossed over, and I feel like they are an important part of your team. They may be, you know, I don't want to just say just they deal with love or they help you in the love department. Doesn't mean I always feel their help, right? Judgment says, I need you in the present moment. The present moment is where I send your signs, is where I help guide you. Make sure you invite me in. Talk to me. Talk to me. Tell me what you're feeling. You know, I feel they already know, but it's just like putting the energy out there. I feel like there is definitely fear over love again, but I feel in the same breath, you got to take a chance. Because I feel like you're very protected in this energy. Okay, let's look at the Lovers and the Palace of Pentacles. Well, hello, success. You know, this is the energy of working hard for something, but also seeing the benefit. This is about the harvest. You know, we just had the harvest moon. So this is harvest time. If I'm willing to focus upon it, it will grow. That's what it's saying. It reminds me of the Field of Dreams. Is that the name of it? The Field of Dreams? If you build it, they will come. If you focus on it, it will grow. So not only is it talking about your finances, the strength within your independence, it's also talking about love. I just have a feeling that whoever this person ends up being, whether you know them or you don't know them, I feel like you have no idea yet of how great this can be. Now, it doesn't mean it's not going to have its peaks and valleys, right? Everything does. That's life. Excuse me, so sorry. You know, but this is what life is about. I'm learning how to get through these peaks and valleys. I'm not allowing them to stop me. I'm not fearing them. I know I can get through them because look at everything I've already gotten through. I feel like this is saying when you find a true independence within yourself, this is when you are ready for this type of love. Because it's unconditional, right? And that means if it's pouring towards me unconditionally, I also need to be unconditional in my love. Now, that doesn't mean I take bullshit. I don't mean that. I mean, I'm free and I am flowing, but I am also independent. I have found the joy from within, and now the universe seems to be matching that. This is not just a great love reading, but it is talking about a great love. This is not only a great, abundant of Pentacles reading, but boy, is it showing that too. This is also talking about your energy. And, you know, we always have a choice. I don't like that the Nine of Swords is above the Ace of Cups, but I feel like in the same breath, you can eliminate that. The Fool was right before it. You know, some of you, I feel like you may want to reach out to someone, and it may be someone of an older time. I think you should do it. What have you got to lose? And maybe you have everything to gain. You know, we don't always want to wait on them. Now, this is realistic, though. This is not like someone has already told me they're not interested in me, and I just can't stop thinking about it, so I go after them. No, this feels much more. You know, I'm thinking of the 3 and 3, which I always do when I see the 6, and I'm thinking of the balance within the 3, or the 2 threes. You know, equal. I don't know, Pisces. I feel like, you know, I keep saying I don't know. Someone else commented, and I like, stop saying you don't know. It's just part of my vocabulary when I do readings. It doesn't really mean anything other than it's like a pause. Anyway, um, you know, I feel like some of you are creating something right out of your own home. And it's like you're broadcasting, and that broadcast will reach, it reaches. And who it reaches may turn around and be what's in this Ace of Cups. You know, if you're worried about your finances, all this is saying is, listen, if you focus on them, if you truly want it, you know, if you want this house of abundance and you're willing to work for it, you shall have it, right? You shall have it. If you're questioning, will I have success? It's showing it for you. And it's coming off a very strong spiritual energy, spiritual guidance, the world, the next chapter. The to me, it's the closest chapter to God. Why? Because I'm becoming one within myself, my spirituality, my spirit, and my humanness. You know, I'm not expecting me to be perfect because I understand I'm flawed. I was made that way, right? We were made imperfect. And there's got to be a reason for that, right? But we have our spirit attached to us. You know, we never lose that. We're always spirit for eternity. So I feel like it's the realization within that energy, which opens up the portal of the world. You had so much to do with this, though. Like, you had so much to do with this. And because of the Six of Swords, letting go of what's no longer serving me, who's no longer serving me, where I'm no, you know, I don't feel my desires anymore. I don't feel my oomph for life. I've got to look at that. I don't want to settle in that. Many of us do settle in it. Maybe for, you know, and listen, maybe we're meant to, because there's lessons within everything. These lessons aren't to punish you. They're to make you stronger. They're to help you evolve. You know, you came to this world to learn these lessons. And I feel like when we learn that as human, like, okay, so I came into this lifetime to overcome and to learn why. I feel like when we leave this earth, we go back to our spiritual home and we teach what we have learned, maybe to newer spirits, I don't know, but I feel like we then teach. I also feel like we are teachers here on earth. But you got to get to a certain place, right? So I love this for you, guys. I think this is very, it's covering all your bases. Excuse me, let me take a drink. I feel like I'm getting more and more sensitive to everything that's artificial. Okay, we're going to start with Archangel Raphael, and we're going to start with change physicians. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this does not mean everyone, but I feel like you'll know if this is for you. This card indicates that the healthcare professional you've been working with, or the person for whom you're inquiring, isn't effective for this situation. Perhaps it's beyond the training or equipment at capacity of your present physician. Or it may also stem from psychological differences in personality or views on alternative healing modalities. Regardless of the reason, Archangel Raphael is guiding you to a new healer who's better suited to your situation. The first person you think of is the correct answer, and Raphael will provide you with additional information through your feelings, thoughts, and signs. He'll guide you through a smooth and gentle transition so that your health and well-being are upheld at all times. Let me give you the other meanings, though. Get a second or third opinion. Be honest with yourself and your physician about your feelings. Change medication or treatment protocol. Know that you deserve a physician who will listen to your concerns and speak to you respectfully. I don't know. Are there any of them left? And I'm sorry if you are a doctor, but I have to say, I just remember when I was younger, Sam and I were just talking about that. I remember taking my children to the pediatrician, and after the visit, we would go sit in his office, and any concern I had, I could bring it up, and I always left there feeling stronger, more knowledgeable. So he was a great doctor. Know that you deserve a physician who listens to your concerns and speaks to you respectfully. Research alternative treatments. Make appointments to interview other healers and physicians. Okay, Jesus, the divine healer. I mean, come on, that's beautiful. I don't know if I've ever had this card come out. This card is a sign that Jesus' healing presence is with you or with the person you're inquiring about. He brings non-denominational healing to all who call upon him with unconditional love and forgiveness. Your prayers for Jesus' help have been heard and answered, and his grace is supporting your peace and well-being. Jesus' teachings focused upon the healing power of faith. So this card is also a call to trust and have faith in miracles and blessings. Beautiful. Thank you. Amen. All right, let's read Mother Mary. Compassion. Sometimes we may be called to step forward for those who are suffering like we were, like we had, and we had overcome it. So our job then, if we want to look at ourselves as divine creatures, our job then becomes to help others, right? This is where compassion and empathy grows, I feel. Okay, that's me. Let's get to Mother Mary. This card is an angel that comes to you to uplift the way you're seeing your current situation and the people in it, including yourself. As a sensitive person, you're affected by others' negativity, and this has recently darkened your emotions and thoughts. To bring more light into your world, see people's situation through the eyes of Mother Mary and the angels. Know that they and you are doing the best they can. Although we all make mistakes, ultimately everyone wants the same thing, peace and love. This card calls for you to be the peacekeeper in this situation and to make the first move towards a harmonious resolution. By sharing peace and love, you bring healing blessings to this situation and increase your own self-esteem. Beautiful. Well, thank you, Mother Mary. I just found your reading beautiful. I feel like, again, this is in steps. So October, you may watch it the first time and be like, okay, I get it, but I don't get it all. But then you revisit it, and I feel like you will. You have 3 9s, by the way. You have the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, beautiful energy. But then you have the 9 of Swords. So that's just a little bit of fear that I would have that, I don't want you to get stuck in anything, because the Ace of Cups also attaches. By the way, the Ace of Cups is attached to the world. So it's attached to this new chapter, this new pinnacle. don't think that you can't have this, because you can, right? It's about, how do I get there? And I feel like we're getting the information of how we can get there. Put your focus, especially those who are, you know, you're trying to build your pentacles right now, whether it be through self-employment or perhaps you're a manager, a leader. You know, use those skills. I feel like those skills, you know, are meant for you, so to speak. I feel like your energy, you are moving into very persuasive type energy where other people are looking to you for advice, or just sometimes just watching and then learning from your actions. So you have true success here in all areas of your life. Again, peaks and valleys, but you can get through those peaks and valleys because you have evolved. I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. My prayer is that this comes to fruition for you. You have to remember you have free will. Other people have free will. That's why you can't really say absolutely someone will be here, because you may be faced with the world and decide not to enter that chapter yet. You may say, not yet. So, okay. You know what I mean? You may decide at the Two of Swords to let the fear of a situation overcome and therefore not make a change, or keep a blindfold on. That can only, you know, you're the only one who can remove it. But I feel like your ancestors, your spiritual team, the ascended masters, the whole way to Jesus and God and Mother Mary are on your side here. It just feels beautiful. So I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. I'll see you next time at the table. Bye-bye.